This happens to everyone. You buy some bread and just don't get a chance to eat it or simply forget it. It goes stale, but you don't want to throw it out. And you shouldn't, because there are many ways to use stale bread. Here are 4 of them. Number 1, and my favorite, bread pizza. Why buy some frozen stuff when you can make it yourself? It is the ultimate dinner and it is much easier done than any other homemade pizza. First, cut your bread into equally thick pieces. We don't want them to be burned to a crisp, right? And I use the ends as well. I just cut them in half. No wasting. For the sauce, I love to use my winter prep tomatoes, which you can watch here. Add some garlic, hot sauce, lots of thyme, red pepper and a tad of cumin and mix that thoroughly. Now spread the sauce generously on the bread. Depending on how stale your bread is, you might want to add a bit more or a bit less. When that's done, add your toppings of your choice. I had some tuna, which my cats and I like a lot. Some corn, a selection of peppers and some thinly cut onions. Usually also like to add mushrooms and other veggies, but at that moment I just had those. And that is the beautiful thing about this recipe. Just use whatever you got at home to add as a topping. Finally, add some shredded cheese over them and off to the oven. Bake until the cheese has molten or until it gets crispy. Really, it is up to your taste. I sometimes crave this so much that I buy more bread than I need on purpose so that I have a lazy evening dinner. Number 2 is a favorite of my husband. We call it egg bread, but you could just consider it a savory French toast, I suppose. It is great for breakfast and it is super fast to prepare. Again, you cut your bread into nice slices, crack a few eggs into a bowl, and add a bit of salt, some pepper or any of the spices you like and whisk it. You can, but you don't have to, add some milk to stretch your egg mixture. I just added a tiny bit as I just wanted to show you that you can. Pour some oil into a pan and get it real hot. Dunk your bread into the egg mixture and fry it on both sides. Depending how thick your slices are, this might take a bit longer or shorter, just keep an eye on them. Once done, get them off onto a plate with paper towels so that the excess oil can drip off. Sometimes we would have too much bread, but we're too lazy to crack more eggs into the mixture, so we would just roast the leftovers in the oil just like that. They were all oily and crispy and I love those even today. Number 3 are bread crunchies. I love to use them when serving soup so that there's a bit more texture in it. And it looks good as a garnish. As the name suggests, they are small crunchy bits, like chips, but much lighter. That is why I eat them as a snack as well. Again, just cut equally thick pieces of bread and cut them into small cubes. Put them on a baking tray and let them dry out in the oven. Of course, you can oil them up and add some flavor like thyme, garlic, or like. It would be the perfect homemade snack, but I like to keep it simple. If I want to have more flavor, I dip them into something. And I gotta say, ajuca is perfect for dipping these. I got the recipe for the spicy dip up here. Number 4, breadcrumbs. I mean, this seems more than obvious, right? I generally toss odd pieces of bread that are left over into a fabric bag so that they can dry out by themselves. Over time, they get real hard, and when I need breadcrumbs for kofte or to line my pans with them, I just use these. I cut them into a bit more manageable pieces and put them for a bit into the oven so that the rest of the moisture can get out. The last thing you want in your breadcrumbs is moisture. After opening the oven a few times and checking how much condensation has formed on the glass, you can put the pieces into a food processor and just mince them into oblivion. I never understood how people would buy breadcrumbs when you have leftovers that shouldn't be thrown away. These are only 4 of many ways to use stale bread. I want to know if you'd like to see more of these. I mean, there are even traditional Turkish desserts with stale bread. If you want another video, let me know in the comments below. And as usual, the recipes for today's videos are in the description below. Don't forget to check out our other videos here. Like if you want to support our channel and subscribe if you don't want to miss our weekly videos. Thank you for watching and see you next Friday.